Sorry about that. So I'm back. Honda Side by Side also sells the kit to make the 3 accessory switches that come on the 22 Deluxe model. Those switches are just stuck in there. They don't run to anything. So they actually sell this kit right here that plugs directly into, these are the 3 switches. They're also tied up in blue tape back on the side. One goes to each switch. Honda Side by Side already pre-makes these for you, so you can just order this kit. So that's what I did. What he's got is each one of the ends comes with 3 different ends, 3 different leads. I took all but one of them off just because I'm playing, and that's all I'm going to get wired up tonight. The other end, little bigger cables. Once you hook those up to your positive and your negative, that will give you power to all 3 of those switches and make them good. Of course, like I say, I've not got them all hooked up. I just hooked up the one that I'm going to use tonight. So all you do is you get a power source. I ran it over to my fuse panel. I ran the other side over to my negative bus bar. So now those 3 switches are usable now. Now, I think Honda says that the switches are only rated at 3 amps. So if you're going to run, a lot of high output things, everybody kind of recommends running a relay. I'm not going to run a relay on my first switch. All I'm doing is I ordered a little rock light everybody puts underneath their tires. I'm actually going to put that inside the cab down below my feet, kind of like on the front of the bench, just kind of as a very small interior light to leave on when you're running at night, so you can see your switches and kind of have a little bit of light but not be blinding. So that one little rock light, I actually already started wiring it together. Just a little bitty rock light that I'm just gonna mount on the side, so it's not gonna take a whole lot of juice. But once you do that, your others will be available. The ends, here's the other ends that came with it. So I'll bring one over here and show you. Once you just plug it into the next spot, then you have a positive and negative lead coming straight off of that to go to any other accessory. My plans, I'm going to add another interior light like Piney Life does to his, and he adds the light up on the sides for interior lights. I'm gonna go back and add that, so I probably won't put it on a relay. My other switch, I probably will put a relay on it. I'm going to put lights on the side of my side by side and also my back. The back lights that I got are going to come with a switch. Well, actually, I'm going to order a switch for them that say that. So on my fuse panel here, of course, you'll see I've already got 3 things hooked up. One of them is just feeding this kit that we just talked about that Honda Side by Side sells. My other one is run to my light bar that I've mounted up on the hood. Ordered it on eBay with the brackets that go in, and then I just ran my wire down through and over. I can't see very good, but I mounted my relay just back here on this bar and zip tied it over, and I actually cut down that wire that they sent and cut it down and got rid of most of the connectors, and it's just soldered it all together because I don't want problems from moisture or anything in the future. So I added that, and the other one is just it's the wire that goes to the relay that runs the dual voltmeter. I think I missed that earlier when I was talking about that dual voltmeter. The power of it actually comes from a relay with it having so much juice going in. That's really about the gist of what I've done right now. I added basically a big old zip tie around the back and just took a vibe saw and cut a little hole in that and ran that around to hold this battery down. I mounted, had a piece of rubber like floor mat that I just cut down to put underneath the battery just to kind of keep it off the plastic and help cut down with vibration. I'm trying to not add any more holes or anything to this as possible. So my Stinger relay, this kit, that hole was already there. I just popped one of those clips in, so I only had to drill one hole on the other, making it where I can take everything out if I needed to. So other than my bus bar screwed in and that hole right there that I added, and the one hole that I added to put the zip tie in basically for the battery, it's really all I did. The isolator is held down by Velcro. I actually had some PVC type trim that I cut down and put underneath here. That way I left a gap open here in the middle. That way I can run my wires over and underneath this fuse panel when I add, once you put the factory air box cover and the relay covers that they come on, once you pop it back in, and it all snaps in and locks. I just use some Velcro for now. If it works, I'm going to keep it. If not, I'll do something different. I was going to cut these tabs off where that would set down in here, but like I say, I don't have 20 miles on this machine yet, so I'm trying not to hack on it too much. And I made it where I could flip this up, pop that box out, and I could get to the battery and take it out if need be. So really it's just going to set back down, set right in there, locks down in there good and tight. Once you push those down, it's not going anywhere. And then I've got to zip tie stuff up. I may end up cutting some of these leads off and shorten them up just to help it stay cleaner. I kept all this side over here open in case I add a winch in the future. Right now I don't have a winch. Don't really have a big need for one, but if I ever decided to add one, I kept all this available over here for a winch. So all I'll have to do is run a wire, probably going to run it right over through here, hook back into this positive bus bar, and then I'm on the negative bus bar, and then that would keep my wires for my switches and everything that go into the dash over here to the side. If you see anything that you think I should change or do differently, just let me know. This is my first project, so just trying to help a few of the guys out that haven't seen the 22 models, and I haven't really seen many videos on the 22 model of what they've changed.